Live from WTVO 17 and your home team, Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
A massive mess is left behind after a train goes off the rails in Lee County. What spilled from the cars requires special care while cleaning up. Millions of last-minute travelers take to the skies. Hear from one traveler who was caught off guard by the crowds. Plus, a Christmas Eve thank you for frontline healthcare workers. The special delivery coming after a year made more stressful by COVID-19. Good Christmas Eve. I'm Michelle Rave. Eric and Mimi have tonight off. Cleanup is underway after more than 36 train cars derail in Lee County. This happened early this morning near the intersection of Rock Island and Atkinson Roads, just outside Dixon. According to the Lee County Sheriff, Union Pacific operates the train. In all, 39 cars were involved. No one was hurt. Diesel fuel, nut oil, and sulfuric acid were spilled. The Environmental Protection Agency was called in to help clean up. Union Pacific is working on removing the cars. No word on what may have caused the train to come off the rails. Firefighters battle the bitter cold while putting down flames inside a Rockford home. The fire broke out around 12:30 this afternoon on Liberty Drive near Central and Auburn. You can see the heavy smoke pouring out of the windows. No one was inside at the time, but a dog was rescued. The home has been condemned. No word on what may have caused the fire. Our region hits a level of COVID cases we haven't seen since early October. The 7-day positivity rate now sits at 8.8%. The last time it was under 9% was October 7th. Nearly every county saw a drop in cases over the last 24 hours. They're on your screen. Whiteside County did see a slight increase. In all, 190 people are hospitalized. In Region 1, 79% of ICU beds are in use. Millions of people across the U.S. are making a trip home for the holidays against the advice of public health officials. This is a look at Chicago's O'Hare Airport. Nationwide, TSA says it screened more than 6 million flyers since the weekend. That's the most passengers to go through security checkpoints since the pandemic began. Air travel is still down more than 50% when compared to last year.
It's a risk, but gloves, double masks. And yeah, thanks to all the people working here.
What was your reaction? I heard you saying something when you walked in here and saw this crowd.
If you could see my mouth, I was gasping because it's big. There's a lot of people here, right?
Do you feel comfortable in here?
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, it's okay.
AAA estimates more than 85 million people will travel over the holidays. 96% of those say they'll drive to their destinations. There's no days off for local healthcare workers, so some local organizations decided to show their appreciation. Ari Bruckman shows us the importance of giving back to frontline healthcare workers during the holidays.
The staff in these hospitals, how hard they were working, how stressed they were, running around because they had to be in so many places. And the idea came that it was really time for the community to say to these people, thank you.
Local healthcare workers are risking their lives taking care of patients fighting COVID. That's why the League of Women Voters of Greater Rockford teamed up with the Winnebago County Sheriff's Office to deliver pizzas, salads, and sodas to those on the front line. On Christmas Eve, it was for workers at OSF St. Anthony.
They really need to know the community supports them. I've talked to so many who said it is so hurtful to go on Facebook and see people who do not believe that this is really happening when they are dealing with life and death every day, and they know it's real. And so this is a way we can do our part to say, yes, the community knows, the community appreciates.
Thanks to donations from the community, they were able to deliver over 30 pizzas. Joe Miner says she got the idea after she was hospitalized right before the pandemic hit. And a conversation with a nurse made her act.
I would never forget. I get emotional. I had a nurse tell me she was dealing with a patient who looked really good in the morning, like she turned the corner. In the afternoon, she died. How do people survive that? The trauma that these nurses, doctors, and staff are going through daily, I don't even faint.
The League of Women Voters plans to make similar donations to the other hospitals next week. To find out how you can donate, I'll post the link in this story on mystateline.com. In Rockford, for your home team, I'm Ari Bruckman.
Every year since 1964, the Rockford Rescue Mission opens up its kitchen to feed anyone who needs a meal on Christmas Eve. And even though we're still in the middle of a pandemic, the mission says nothing was going to stop them from once again giving back. There are definitely differences from years past, like their Thanksgiving meal. This one was also to go. Along with a hot meal and pie, volunteers handed out gifts and hygiene products to whoever stopped by. And for over 100 people sleeping at the mission, it's a time to gather and feel the Christmas spirit.
Hunger is still happening, homelessness is still happening, and addiction is still happening. And so we are still here. We are still providing all of the services that we do. It looks a little bit different this year.
If you can support the Rockford Rescue Mission, their link is on our website, mystateline.com. A small and unique item turns into a large donation for the Salvation Army. The nonprofit says an anonymous donor dropped an Austrian gold coin in a red kettle. It was at the Schnucks on East State in Rockford. The coin is worth about $750. We told you about another anonymous donor who dropped off a 10-ounce silver bar in a kettle last month. 70% of the Salvation Army's funding is raised during the Christmas season. The Red Kettle campaign runs through January 31st. Information on how to donate can be found using the My State Line app. Santa makes a stop at the State Line to visit some of Rockford's youngest children. Jolly St. Nick was at Swedish American's pediatrics department today. He brought books and personalized ornaments for babies celebrating their first Christmas in the NICU. Swedes provided these pictures of some of the newborns. Their names are Liam, Paxton, Joanna, Jonathan, and Everin. You have more time to enjoy a popular Rockford holiday event, socially distanced, well before the pandemic. Festival of Lights at Sinisippi Park will be open 24 hours today and tomorrow. The free drive-through features dozens of lighted displays. You don't have to wear a mask since you can stay in your car. And final night for the event is New Year's Eve. Displays will be on from 5 until midnight. Organizers say the lights are best enjoyed with a car full of loved ones and some food from a local restaurant. There is still no COVID-19 financial relief for millions of Americans, but there is a stalemate in Congress as lawmakers react to President Trump's new demand on what should be in the final bill. DC's Raquel Martin has more. And she keeps you connected to the nation's capital.
Hope! That's what people need, hope!
Democrats and Republicans say their president should drop his objections and sign the $900 billion COVID relief package, part of an overall government funding bill, before it's too late.
I beg the president to know how many people in this country are scared, hungry.
This is Christmas Eve.
Thursday, House Democrats presented a plan to increase stimulus checks to $2,000.
Ask for its immediate consideration.
After the president on Tuesday unexpectedly blasted the package and demanded more money for the direct payments. But House Republicans killed that bill, which needed their unanimous consent to pass during the holiday break.
Merry Christmas.
House Democrats say they'll try again on Monday, but insist the president should sign the bill as is to help millions of struggling Americans and to avoid a government shutdown. Republicans also introduced a Christmas Eve bill of their own.
On behalf of the wishes of the president, I ask unanimous consent
to try and address the president's complaints that the overall government funding bill spends too much on foreign aid. But Dingell says it's all money requested by the White House.
What was in those bills? They came from the Trump administration.
Missouri Republican Senator Roy Blunt agrees and urges the president to sign the bill as is.
It took us a long time to get to where we are. I think reopening that bill would be a mistake.
Without the president's signature, the government could run out of money and begin to shut down on Tuesday. In Washington, Raquel Martin.
Now your first warm weather forecast with meteorologist Kevin Doom.
The big story for our Christmas Eve, it's really cold outside. Temperatures were in the teens all day, and that's where they sit right now. Temperature only at 14 degrees right now in Rockford, 12 in DeKalb and Rochelle, and 10 for a current temperature right now in Freeport. But we're seeing another pretty breezy day out there. Sustained wind speeds anywhere from around 15 to 20 miles an hour in most spots. That's bringing wind chills down below zero across most of the state line. 3 below zero is the current wind chill in Rockford. Feels as though it's 6 below in Freeport and 8 below for a current wind chill out in Galena. Now these wind chills are only going to continue to cool here through the night, so let's time these out. Around midnight, our wind chills should be near 8 to 10 below zero, and that's where they will stay likely up until around around sunrise. For most of Christmas morning, temperatures should stay below zero before temperatures finally get back up to what should be the lower 20s. This will bring wind chills up into the upper single digits. However, I don't think we'll be seeing anything much warmer than that for our Christmas day tomorrow. Here's a live look over downtown Rockford using a Mercy Health SkyTrack, where we're seeing some cloudy skies right now to accompany the cold, and we've been seeing some flurries sort of on and off all day today as well. It's time for more holiday photos. This one comes to us from Linda, sent us a picture of her Christmas tree, and this next one comes to us from Tony, caught a picture of Oakley the dog looking out the window, waiting for Santa is what the email said. So thank you so much, guys, for sending those in. If you still want to send us your holiday photos, please do. We'll be showing them through tomorrow as well. Send those on over to weather@WTVO.com. As I mentioned, saw a few flurries on and off throughout the day. Still seeing a few lingering flurries here and there. We are seeing some clearing in our cloud cover out to our west, and that's because some drier air is now being pulled into the state line from the west. So cloud cover will continue to slowly clear up here through the rest of the night. So by tomorrow morning, we should be seeing plenty of sunshine with very few clouds overhead for Christmas morning. By the afternoon, we'll see a few more clouds move into the area, and then, but nonetheless, we should be seeing more sunshine than cloud cover for our Christmas. Then partly cloudy conditions will be hanging with us through the night and through most of Saturday as well, with no rain or snow expected for Saturday either. It's time to track Santa. It's that time of year again. Santa was most recently located in Sao Tome, which is a small island off the southwestern coast of Africa. As of right now, just over 4 billion gifts have been delivered. We're going to be tracking Santa all night for you. Temperatures dropping down to the lower to mid single digits through the night, with those wind chills well below zero. Temperatures, as I mentioned, going to be in the low 20s. However, most of the day you're going to feel as though temperatures are below zero or just in the single digits. Otherwise, there's lots of sunshine expected for our Christmas. Much warmer weather is on the way. We'll be here by the weekend, especially on Sunday. Temperatures could be in the upper 30s, nearing 40 degrees, but another storm system is going to be moving in, bringing us a good bit of rain and snowfall. It's also going to be dropping temperatures back down into the 20s in time for Monday. Michelle? Just look at our first one, interactive radar, sponsored by Rockford Auto Glass and More. So a few flurries moving in through the day, and we're still seeing a few light flurries out there for the time being. That chance does hang with us through the night tonight. However, tomorrow we should be seeing lots of sunshine, but bitter cold for our Christmas morning. Temperatures well below zero through the morning, in the single digits through the rest of the day, even though the thermometer is going to be reading the lower 20s. Middle to upper 30s expected for the weekend, with another chance for some rain and snow come Sunday. Michelle?
That's the end of our show. Thank you so much for joining us.